Tantu, teaching you the language of beats. Let's go. Let's go.
What is good, guys? I am the Guru, and welcome to a NBA 2K16 video. Well, it's basically an NBA 2K17 video. It will be NBA 2K16 gameplay, but I'm gonna be talking about some ideas that I have for NBA 2K17's MyCareer mode. Now, 2K16's MyCareer was pretty good. I did enjoy it a lot. The story mode could have been a lot better, but yeah, we're just going to break it down into a couple categories. And before the gameplay starts, this is a new MyPlayer that I made. He's like 74 overall. Still end up having a good game with him, but if you see him miss, like he misses, they started cheesing me in the fourth quarter because of Hall of Fame. So if you see him missing some layups and shit at the end of the game, that's why. But first of all, player creation. Don't give us any fucking nicknames we don't want. Spike Lee, bro, what were you thinking? What kind of nickname is Frequency Vibrations? First of all, that is just the dumbest nickname I ever heard. We need more names. I can't use my real name because it's not in the database, which is stupid. I feel like they should have more names because obviously if you want it to be your MyPlayer, it should be able to have your name. Also, I feel like you should be able to have multiple characters, multiple players that look different. I should not have to, like, if I wanted to make a series on two different players, so for example, Chris Smoove has Moses Ka and his normal Chris Smoove, I'm pretty sure he has to make a whole new gamer tag for Moses Ka because you can't have two different looking MyPlayers, which is stupid. They just need to change that. Along with that, they need to do a better job doing face scans, stuff like that. Make it so it's on the app, like the iPhone app or whatever, so it looks more like you. I've seen a lot of people have really shitty MyCareer, MyPlayer face scans. Doesn't look anything like them. And also, this would increase playability for MyCareer. Make it so that you can do like a web browser. So EA Sports did a good job with this on UFC 2, where you can upload a picture on your computer and use pictures of different people, yourself, whatever you want to do. So I ended up making like John Jones for MyCareer. I ended up making, who did I make, dude? I ended up making LeBron James to play in the UFC and stuff like that. So you can end up making different people. And in 2K17, my friend recently died, and I kind of wanted to make a tribute to him and make him and put him in 2K17 and do a little series on him. But obviously, I wouldn't be able to accurately do that if the face scans don't have something like EA Sports did with UFC 2. I'm pretty sure they did with FIFA and stuff like that too. You can do with that. But obviously, face scan, they need to improve. Accessories, they need to make it so tattoos don't cost VC. I should not be paying VC to customize how my guy looks. They also need to do with the ripped and lean and stuff like that. They need to change that. That looks terrible. Everybody ends up looking the same. You should be able to customize your body weight and the total fat that you have along with the muscle that you have to make your guy look as however you want. Your guy should be able to like look huge like a sumo wrestler. Not literally, because sumo wrestlers are fucking ginormous, but you can't be no 400-pound man playing basketball. But you should be able to more accurately customize what your guy looks like when it comes to muscle and stuff like that. I think tattoos should be free. They shouldn't cost VC, and you should be able to place them wherever you want. Make your own custom arm sleeves and stuff like that, because I do like tattoos and stuff like that. And along with the web browser, I said web browser face scans and stuff like that, they should make it so that you can upload your MyPlayer to the server, so that if people want to use your MyPlayer, so let's say you're Chris Smoove and you upload your MyPlayer to the server, people can download that MyPlayer and play with that MyPlayer if that's the one that I'm stuttering a little bit. If that's what they want to do, like if you're a fan of Chris Smoove and you think it would be cool to play as Chris Smoove, kind of childish, but I think it would be cool, especially because people could make famous people and you could just download it instead of having to try and do it all by yourself. But that's basically it for player creation, other than I would have to say attribute caps. I don't really like attribute caps, and I don't really like the categories, because if I'm a shooting guard and I want to I want to increase my layup, my driving layup. I shouldn't have to increase my post fadeaway and stuff like that, or my standing layup if I don't want to. I should be able to increase whichever stat I want individually. And I know people say that it's more of a user-friendly thing to be able to upgrade a whole bunch of stats at once, because upgrading one stat at a time is a little bit overwhelming. If that's how 2K feels, then I feel like they should make it so you can change it. Make it so you can, when you start the story mode or when you start MyCareer, you can choose whether you upgrade your stats individually or if you upgrade your stats in groups. But on to the next thing, the storyline. A lot of people love 2K16 because of the storyline, but I fucking hated it, okay? I fucking hate linear, like it's a linear story, so no matter what you do, everything is the same. And second of all, you can't skip any of the story. So like when it comes to okay, this this is a really big pet peeve of mine in 2K16. If you're white, your parents are still black, you still have the same backstory. This is not being racist at all. I'm mixed. My father's black, my mom's white. But what I'm saying, for people who are white, their parents are black, and it makes no sense. The story no longer makes sense. Like, are you adopted? Like, what are you? Doesn't make any sort of sense to me. Second of all, nothing that you do has anything to do with the story, no matter what you do. If you play bad, you play good, other than the draft and stuff like that. But the cutscenes are all the same for everybody, and if you decide to make a new character, you still have to go through those exact same cutscenes, and it gets boring. So what I feel like they need to do, first of all, make it so that you can choose your parents or something like that, or at least match the background of your parents with what your character looks like. So if I make my skin tone, because I'm pretty sure when you create your character, I forget because I haven't made my 2K16 character in forever, but I'm pretty sure that you like pick a skin tone, and they should just make it so that your parents match that skin tone. It's really not that hard. Keep the same character model for your parents as like, but just change the skin tone. Shouldn't be that hard at all. Second of all, I feel like they should make it so there's different options that you can choose. For instance, like in 2K16, if you could talk to Vic or something like that to make it so that he didn't go down the path that he did and it changed the outcome, that would make it a lot more interesting, especially for people who do YouTube, so that everybody's story isn't the same. I got really bored of watching 2K16 MyCareer videos because everybody's was literally the exact same thing. All the cutscenes were exactly the same, and I feel like it's really stupid that they only make you play 8 games out of your rookie season. I didn't like that at all. It like fast forwarded my whole rookie season, and I feel like you should still be able to play your whole rookie season. I also feel like you should be able to skip high school if you feel like. You should be able to skip the story entirely. So if I don't want to have the story in my career because I've already played it and I just want to get straight into playing games with a new character, whatever, I feel like you should just be able to totally skip the story if you feel like it. Also, I feel like you should be able to obviously free roam. Instead of like a My Court, maybe have a My House where you can walk throughout your house. Maybe sit down on your couch and watch TV, watch clips of games that you've played along with your upcoming opponents to see what plays they like to run and see what your matchup likes to do and stuff like that. I feel like that would be really awesome. And another thing that they should add to the story is the draft combine. Now, if you've ever played Madden, I forget which Madden it is, they had those like draft combine mini games where you like bench press and stuff like that. Those were a lot of fun, and I feel like they should incorporate it and make it so that you can increase your draft stock off of those draft combine mini games and stuff like that. And it'll also be fun. Mini games are always fun, you know, do like 3-point shooting drills and stuff like that. But they also need to realize that your character is really shitty because you just started. So I feel like they should make it easier for you to make shots and stuff like that to do those mini games or something like that. Something along those lines. Haven't really thought it through. This is really like kind of off the top of the dome that I'm doing this, but yeah. So I also feel like when it comes to attributes, you should be able to buy cap unlocks. So I know there are cap unlocks for, like, let's say centers can't shoot threes. They can't get their three past like a 70 or something like that. I feel like you're going to get bored eventually of playing the game. But I feel like if you save up, like, let's say like 50,000 VC, you should be able to buy. Or if you play a certain amount of games in MyCareer, it should take that cap off and you should be able to go past it or something like that. Or at least make it so there's no caps. I know they're doing this because of My Park and they don't want cheese. So if somebody wants to have a totally unlocked MyCareer, just make it so that you can have one MyPlayer for story mode and one MyPlayer for MyPark, and you can make a MyPlayer that has no cap locks whatsoever when it comes to attributes. But didn't really think that one through at all. But I don't know. I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head right here. But one of the biggest things that I would like to see when it comes to animations in your player, they should make signature celebrations. So I feel like you should be able to have a signature celebration, that dance or whatever, that the getting freaky with it or whatever he does in 2K16 after he makes a basket sometimes. That's cool, but I feel like you should be able to have your own. So you should be able to cook or whatever, like James Harden, or do the LeBron where he hits his chest 3 times and then whatever the fuck that's called. I don't know what the hell that's called, but you should be able to have your own signature animation that you do after big shots and stuff like that in games. That would be really cool. Also, bring back player dunk packages like LeBron. I want to dunk like LeBron. I don't want to have to individually equip all of those. I feel like they should keep them there, like, for people that want to do it, but give us back the player dunk packages, because I liked it better and I had to click on less stuff and it was easier. I just liked it a lot more. Also, I feel like you should be able to customize and make your own dunk package. So, for instance, I should be able to go into a different interface and be able to put each dunk that I want and just make my whole dunk package, instead of doing cockback tomahawks and it'd be a whole bunch of different cockback tomahawks. Maybe I don't like a certain cockback tomahawk, so I can take that one out and just like completely create my own dunk package. But this video is getting a little bit long. I think I went over just a little bit, so I'm going to end it here. It might be a part 2. This is literally just me splurging out my thoughts on what I think 2K17 MyCareer should be like. If I have anything else, I'll put up another video. If you have anything that you think would be a good idea, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, this has been your boy, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.
Teaching you the language of beats. Let's go.